Yeah, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Terra Invicta as Project Exodus. You know what I say, the only good Hydra is a dead Hydra. Some amount of time has passed since the end of the last episode, doing general nation management, a little bit of space management, trying to work our way up to probably saving, like building up some more mission control and then using it for some ships here. I think we've pushed the mining kind of as much as we can at this point. Just boosted our control point limit, which is lovely, but also, finally, assassinated an alien. It has been somewhat frustrating. They have refused to come into my own territory, and we keep sort of cycling which one we know about. I don't know if our shared knowledge with the Resistance and Humanity First is maybe leading to some of them getting booped, or we're just losing track of them. But it is Xenoform Alpha 3 that we finally went and took out. That is very exciting. So good job, Letitia. So we should get, a little pop-up here. Few among us would ever have believed this day would come. Not only inarguable proof of life from another world, but the successful retrieval of an intact alien body, ours to study at our leisure. Returning it to our labs has been a challenge. However, its cellular structure began to deteriorate at an alarming rate, which we believe to be due to some sort of genetically programmed failsafe, presumably to prevent this race's enemies from learning more about them. Fortunately, we were well equipped enough to quickly transfer the corpse into cryogenic storage, at which point its outermost extremities had succumbed to necrosis. More problematically, the pathologist tasked with the initial assessment of the body quickly fell into an inexplicable stupor. The effect dissipated within a few hours and did not repeat. A full post-mortem may now begin.
Biologists are ready to begin their autopsy on what the strike team brought home, Director.
We've completed the Acquire an Alien Corpus objective. The mission was a success, though some casualties were sustained. Fortunately, no essential personnel were harmed. Our scientists are absolutely fascinated at the prospect of examining a species that has evolved outside Earth. Not only that, but a sapient and in all likelihood more advanced one. This has the potential to absolutely revolutionize our understanding of biology, just as the alien technology will revolutionize our understanding of physics. A lively competition is underway as to which of our teams should be allowed to name the new species. Various taxonomies have been proposed, though in the meantime, our less educated personnel have apparently begun to refer to the alien species as Hydras, after the mythical creature. In any case, we should begin our autopsy immediately. And now we've got a new mission to research Hydra biology once it becomes available. Now, I think I left things off last episode about to finish researching a technology that I wasn't sure if it was going to actually reveal our end goal, but that is not the case. We have to go and progress through these things, I think, before it will do that. I think we've got the sort of prereq tech maybe for our end goal. Just got to do the alien-based objectives, which I guess includes some more tech too. So that's entirely possible. But I think we did go and unlock our new org, which we should definitely go and assign to someone. Project Exodus Engineers. It does give the advise and control space asset missions, which I don't think I'm too stressed about organizing right now, but lots of boosts, some extra mission control, science, some engineering bonuses, a little bit of admin, so it's self-sustaining, and a science boost. Now, this strikes me as something that it doesn't really matter who we slap this on, because it's not going to be generating any skills that are particularly useful for any role, I think. So I'm just thinking of someone who hasn't gotten a lot of orgs yet, so you still have a lot of your total capacity still there. So Grant, we'll give you this bad boy. That's going to be fine. We'll transfer it to you. Excellent. That's lovely. And I don't think there was any more orgs for me to buy right now, although I am tempted to see if we can get more orgs that do give us some command. Not this one, because we don't have a... Wait, don't we have one control point in the UK? Didn't we snag it early? Oh, we did. So that technically is possible for us. Anyway, we will see. Right now, I think everyone's at their admin limits. I mean, you look like you're over, and I don't think we've got any other admin boosters right now. No, that's fine. Okay, and no one had any XP to spend? Oh, no, that's not true. Hey, Feiyun. I think we're just gonna, since especially you're the only person with a criminal tag, we're gonna keep whacking the admin points on you, because you are going to need to claim ownership of probably some more criminal orgs at that point. We could consider doing some more merging. We do have some extra command point limit because we did finish that tech that gave plus 40. I have gone and grabbed a couple of control points here and there. I think I just took one in Serbia, Kosovo, which was a crackdown servant point, I think. There are a couple options over here. I don't know if I'm going to do Ukraine right now because it could fall, but it might be worth picking up the control point in Belarus, although maybe not while Humanity First controls it, because we'd effectively be protecting that Humanity First control point, which I guess I'm just realizing the same case is going on in Serbia, Kosovo, unless I go and turn. on the resistance, which I don't want to do. So that may have been actually a slight miscalculation. There's a couple other examples of that over here from, I think, the early days when I wasn't sure about things. I believe it would instantly break the non-aggression pact. They're coded that if they hate us more today than yesterday, they'll break that. It doesn't mean they'll go to war. We did also get a little bit more hate with the aliens because, you know, assassinations and whatnot.
Mission canceled.
Oh, I think we were still investigating maybe that alien, keeping track of it. I'm not entirely sure. I still have not gone and recruited a sleeper agent, which should probably look to do that. The Covert Ops Project. I don't know when that comes up. Maybe that's even something already in my list. Let me do... Not here. If I went here... Yeah, I was doing some ops research here because I was burning ops on the assassination, and I thought maybe I need a little bit more. I'm going to finish it, certainly, at this point. If we sort by name... It's not one of the starred ones. Yeah, we don't have it right now. So, tech tree. Which is probably a project, right? So view full tree. Maybe. There we go. Covert operations. Oh, which needs a few things. So we've had advanced atomic manipulation. So this also needs... Do we need both? I don't think so. No, I guess they're both listed as requirements. So yeah, red means we must not be able to research now. So advanced neural networks is something we could pursue to push towards that. Okay, I'll see if I remember that. That seems suspect, but... All right, let's open projects. Advanced. Yeah, we don't have anything called advanced right now. Okay, so let me go back to our costs. I'm not going to run there. I'm hoping it doesn't stay at the top after it's done the repeated by one time. I'm going to restart my work on Common Cause, which I kind of interrupted here. It's got some more control points, got some useful things going on. Let's go. I wonder if there's any chance we could do a crackdown on the points here and take some stuff from the Protectorate. Solid core, fission reactor 4 into 5. I think I'll go ahead. They're pretty cheap. And I don't know what our first available drive will be. So we'll have a really high-end solid core. The gas core is being researched as a new technology, but it might take a little while before we can put it to good use. Okay, we got nothing to deploy over here. This is fine. Are we still having the issue? Yeah, there's still xenofungus over in LA, and we can't send our commander there. It is still an issue that the United States is too unstable, and we can't send our commander. Is it 6 and above? 6 and above. I guess we could just do a stabilizing mission over here, which would give us a few other options. Yeah, you're on automation, but it's a permanent advise. You're probably pretty good at stabilizing because it uses security for this. Or command, sorry, command. Which, yeah, again, would make Commander Grant the best pick for it.
By for orders.
I guess, you know what, we can just send, really bad.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, it's because it's a huge country. 5 command, although you don't actually stabilize.
I'm here.
Man. Letitia's mostly been okay at clearing away the plant stuff. Maybe we'll just let her do this direct mission for now and hope that that's good enough, but jeepers. Yusa's gotten some issues. I wonder... I like how he's hard target. Government tag's obviously important. I was just thinking, like, should we actually not keep this guy around? Yeah, Unifier doesn't really matter too much. And Cautious is actually kind of a problem. Although, we could just remove Cautious as well. Maybe that's the best play. He'll need 1 more point of XP, but that might be the best play for him. What would you do if I just put you on auto? You would go and protect over here, which I guess is fine. Although what I might get you to do is investigate someone random. I'm wondering if this is another alien at 30%, but you know what? I don't need to kill another alien, so I'm not going to bother. I guess we could focus on places that are, I don't know, that maybe are servant controlled. Maybe there's an increased chance that we'll find one there. Maybe we can do pings in these areas, for example. I'm not entirely convinced that that's the case. Although, you know what? Let's do 1 ping. Just 1 ping. Over in Ukraine. Just in case there's anything we might be able to randomly spot there. And then Fei Yun, if I just put you on auto, you'd go protect this point over here, which isn't the end of the... Oh, no, this one is good. Yeah, Bosnia like that, that's fine. Do I want to go and absorb the Netherlands? I am currently working on pure funding over here. I mean, it's a bigger economy. Well, not necessarily that big. It's had some issues, and it's decreasing a little bit. Might be fine. I think we can get this up to, yeah, I was going to say 400. That is the case, and that would be nice to absorb it. What are the other nations doing? How's the Czech Republic? Okay, well, we don't own all the Czech Republic, so we can't pull you in anyway. How's Hungary doing? Yeah, you're still doing funding. You do have your mission control. What's your funding cap? 144. Okay, so... And I mean, obviously, the full points are going towards that. Iran, we're not too concerned about. Italy, we could make a run at the service point, but I mean, it is protected, so we probably want to wait. And then, yeah, you are also doing... oh, you were doing the funding mission control split, but I guess that's done. And you probably... Yeah, you don't have a lot of mission control. We're probably on a timer for Bosnia, because I think I just grabbed you. This flag here, yeah? Yeah, March 10th. Okay, so we got a little while to go before we can absorb you. And then we just got 1 point. Yeah, not enough to make a shake over here. And Switzerland, I think we need another unification tech before we can EU you. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll get an experience point on Grant, and then we'll pull off the cautious trait. Actually, you should have it now, because you finished your mission. So, yeah. I mean, I hate that we're losing, like, a point of security on it, but it is actually annoying to have him limited in terms of where he can go. So I think that's a good addition. We are doing some mission control work in the European Union, by the way, even though it's pulling some attention away from our knowledge, but I think we've got to. I don't think we're interested in that project. Investigate. Investigate a servant one. Working as an activist. Okay. And we're at 98% success chance on that roll. I think it was lower when I signed them, but they may have moved somewhere friendlier. Okay, gas core fission is done, and space commerce has begun. I think civilian quantum computing was one of the things that leads to covert ops, wasn't it? And mining companies and stuff. This, I'm thinking about doing the heavy push here, like this. Let's do that. Let's take control over that bad boy. I mean, I could get both pips there, but I can't necessarily diffuse the operations. With the United States being so wide open, I wonder, do we just make the jump there? We're not going to be doing the First Nations project. I mean, China, I think, is still open as well. Moscow region of Russia. Okay, so there's some servant activity going on there. And our series mines are coming up. Lovely. I don't have a lab here. Oh, no, we don't have any excess power at all. Okay. I was going to say, I think I did research the heavy fission pile. We'll use that. I don't think I've researched the tier 2 stuff yet. Mostly because I didn't really have stuff to slot into those things to make it worthwhile. But we'll have to do that. Okay, we finally wiped out. I think it took her 4 goes to wipe out everything in LA. Mostly because I think it had been growing for a little while. And we did fail at least 1 roll. Okay, new project for hydrobiology. So we'll set it as a favorite while we continue to just chooch on what we're working on. And yeah, we'll push towards space commerce. That's going to be okay. Okay, who controls Russia? A wide mix of people. Okay. So, I mean, it'd probably be hard. It might be easier for us to go and grab Canada or the United States first, but neither one of those. We might just be able to brute force, or sorry, Canada or Mexico first, for the adjacency bonus. We might be able to brute force our way into the United States. It is entirely possible. Obviously, it would take a lot of fixing, but it's still a big economy and would be lovely for us in a variety of ways. At your service. You are investigating this counselor. Ready. I would like another investigation on this person. Ooh, their paraloyalty is low. If that is actually true, they'd be quite nice to flip. Henrietta, if I got you started on public relations in the United States, okay. Okay. You can get this started. We can go also, and let me give you 2 ticks of the money here. We've got plenty, but this should also be relatively successful. Reporting in. Grant, you'll investigate the activity in Moscow. Your orders. And well, just in case, we're going to have Feiyun do a ping over here as well, in case we spot some plant life. I kind of suspect this might be an alien, but hopefully we don't actually have to investigate it. Hopefully we'll just flip a servant. And also, we're going to have to hope that our buddies in Especially Humanity First don't just assassinate our flipped agent. Be great to put a tag on them. I guess the trick might be if we could flip an agent that had like hard target or one of those types of traits that would dissuade assassinations. But we'll start with this. Maybe it'll reveal a better agent. I don't think, no, I don't care about the Japanese independence movement tech.
On our target.
Okay, view the assigned mission. And I'll put a repeat and continue on here, although it may be unnecessary. Okay, we know their actual loyalty score is 7. So now we can go for the flip. Now we won't actually have to repeat the... okay, new station belonging to the aliens. I did get the we built the first asteroid base achievement, which is nice. Or not achievement, but like bonus event, so we got some extra resources. We're going to set that as a favorite. We can obsolete that.
Is moving in our direction.
I think. Well, I'll put a repeat and continue, but ooh, I think there's a couple of different ships in orbit here, and we've identified an agent. Well, that was a nice little freebie. Okay. Strange behavior in Moscow. So there's definitely one over there as well. I don't want to use more mission control for bases because I want to get some ships going on. Although we don't need a lot of mission control worth of ships for like the first thing to like boop the observation craft or anything like that.
We have found something.
And we have to boop at least one ship as well to just complete one of our missions to get like some, like to salvage some parts, right? You can get it from some other ground-based stuff, but I think booping a ship is the most common way. Investigate. Ooh, Org Marketplace is refreshed, huh? Let's take a look. New rivalry, UK Bangladesh. Okay. Why is this tooltip stuck? There we go. Okay, I don't see a mining booster. This cartel is definitely a criminal tag thing. I like that it gives us more org. Also, it's got the admin, so it's pretty, yeah, and it's actually relatively cheap. Costs us a little bit of, or ops is what I meant to say, not org. Let's go and purchase. I don't have an unassigned one, right? Good, okay. This does give you more room. Is this a criminal trait? It is. Okay, no, let's grab that. And the Sakai forces, we need Egyptian. Office 39 is North Korean. Okay, I don't think we need to throw anything else in there. And yeah, there's some various US stuff that we might gain access to later by having some control points there. Okay. Henrietta, what I'd really love you to do first. Oh, any XP spends? No, unless Yoko was one of the ones with more. Oh, yeah, Yoko's got one. A little more admin. Yeah, we probably can live without your investigate in the short term, so we're going to keep doing the admin dump. That seems fine. Okay. Henrietta, I would love for you to turn. Wow, why so low? Extremist, multi-7, difference in ideology. Okay, I mean, fair. But yeah, we have a good amount of influence. Let's do a maximum influence dump on this. 1/3 of the time, it'll work every time.
Where to?
If I just put you on auto, what would you do? You go and advise over there. No, I'm just gonna get you to investigate the alien activity.
We'll see what we can
In
find.
Seattle.
I'm here.
I don't think we need most of these. Why don't you go and hide out?
Evading pursuit.
And
Where do you
you
need me?
are unspotted. Can you do advise rolls? No. Okay, you'll do a protect over there, which is actually quite fine. You don't need to go to ground. All right. Fingers crossed that we flip this agent.
Securing our
Oh,
interests.
she's moved to, or he's moved to our own territory. That should increase our chance a lot. Right? Well, actually, I don't even know if that does affect it for this. Tab module complete. This is over on Lick. Very nice. Yeah, so we've got the fishing pile. We get the extra material lab as well, because we can. What, 5 more power left? Yeah, build another one. Oh, -6. I thought that... Oh, I did the thing again where I was looking at the 5 science, not the 5 power. This one is 5 power. Okay, let's do that, which might have wasted some resources. I don't know how it refunds things or whatever, but...
I have new information.
Okay. May further be able to view assigned mission for a time. I mean, I could keep up the investigation, but no, we had the full +5.
Mission cancelled.
Christ. Did you get... Did Cash Bland go and assassinate that servant agent? I'm 99% sure, I mean, I might be getting an XCOM roll in my mentality over here. I'm willing to bet that's exactly what happened. Listen, you guys. Yeah, this is what we need to find a servant agent who's like undesirable to assassinate in some way. Or hard to assassinate. We're gonna need low loyalty, high security, plus hard target or some damn thing. European decolonization. I don't think we're going to be pursuing this quest. I don't think that's something that's gonna be helpful for us.
We found something.
We do have a lot of mineral resources and things piling up right now, but I mean, our ships are going to be expensive, so I don't think it's the end of the world. Okay, Ivory Coast. Yeah, we'll send someone out there. I don't think I need that project. We're going to get 1 million of those. The techs that unlock various, like, independence and unification projects are very spammy because they have a lot of associated things.
Reporting in.
So, out of curiosity, if I sent you to public campaign in the US, it's not 0.
I'm here.
Okay. Criminal, you really have a limited number of operations you can do, but you're good at holding stuff for us. Yeah, you're just looking to do a ping, which is nuts. But I guess is okay. Maybe we can look at getting you some orgs that give you a mission. Maybe we'll look a little bit more like that. It's tricky though, because again, we kind of want to save room for your criminal orgs, which may or may not give us missions we find useful in this particular context.
Standing by for orders.
Okay, Commander Grant. Yeah, I think you'll just go and investigate the alien activity.
What's the odds?
And yeah, even though it's pretty bad, I think we are going to send you in here.
I will tell our story.
And we're going to see what we can do about getting a toehold in Murica. And then tap all of its money for us. Or I go investigate a bunch of dudes again to hopefully find a secondary servant one, but maybe it's not the end of the world right now because I don't need to assassinate someone. Although I would love to spot the aliens so that my buddies can assassinate them because I don't want them spreading their gunk everywhere. Which one? We don't need that. Again, it's another independence project that we're going to particularly care about.
Together, we're stronger. Apart, we're weaker, yeah?
Okay, this leads to great nations.
But the trouble is, there's always some bloke with a
I don't know if any of the current sub ones are important. Okay, and you're going straight into great nations, which should be useful for the Great Europa is probably what we're interested in, I think. We'd also do some war stuff, which is actually a very fast way to do it, but I really like just, you know, this kind of flow. I think we could go a lot faster with certain war declarations, but that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to infinitely repeat. Oh, Henrietta's the one who failed it. Strange behavior in Madrid. Okay. I don't think we're going to pursue that. Maybe things will change later, but we'll look it up. Okay.
Our
Oh, detected the new alien.
Unheard.
You failed as well, just by 1%. Again, gets me sus if any of my people have been turned. I don't think so. And what a weird thing to block there with the low percentage. Break up Indonesia. Nope, no interested. Not interested in that. We might have to send a bunch of people out on some different investigations this turn here. New orgs. Ooh, hello. Including a booster, although really not very much there. And yeah, one of the things we could consider is if there's something that's interesting. Oh, I would like the Booties minerals, please. Which doesn't have any restrictions, right? We got the money and everything. We presumably just need someone with a slot. There we go, like here. Oh, there's also Antares. Although that only needs 1. Hold on. Booties needs 2. Get all the mineral boosters. Okay. Yeah, so how many places do we have to investigate? Oh, just 2. Okay. Well, Grant, you can do 1. So I'll get you to do Moscow. And
where do you need me?
I'll get you to do Spain.
Ready to go.
Because these 2 have the highest public campaigning. So we'll do a double tick of money. Again, I could have done a repeat before too, but
Reporting in.
I might want to change something else. Here, a couple of ticks.
Making up.
Oh, I should maybe check the XP situation as well.
Standing
And
by.
you You'll go and protect some of our land, which is fine. No XP, and then a few orgs over here. I mean, maybe like an extra boost org would be okay, but you can see we're sitting on tons of boost right now. I could possibly grab some more asteroid mines, but again, I want to leave some capacity for our ships here. Especially if we do anything else that upsets the aliens, it's going to be that much more important that we have a stronger ship. Okay, construction module project done. We could go straight to alien biology. I don't know if level 5 unlocks an engine on that. Maybe I can just get a couple of these cores. That's direct info. That's if we're spending money. Can do more things. Oh, we need the improved maintenance procedures. I want reduced chance of hab accidents and cascade failures. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, we're still pushing hard on space combat. This is an expensive tech, which is going to tie up the bulk of our science for a while, which is less than great, but oh well. It's okay. Obsolete this for now. I mean, maybe there's stuff we can do in the Middle East. This could be another place to target some of these. Like, do we really want Saudi Arabia to be in control of the servants? Maybe I should be looking at doing that. If nothing else, they're not protected right now, we could take it and we could run some more spoils. Another failed public campaign. Yeah, that one worked. Let's keep doubling. Although if I'm going to take the US, then that's where my control points are going to be heavily invested. Okay, Series Mine 2 is up. New project Mexican Liberation. I don't think that's a project we're interested in running.
We have found something.
I wonder if it's going to be easier to control them or worse because of the instability. And would a coup be more helpful? I don't think there's any guarantee that we'd take the points on a coup, right? I don't even know. Is it a command action? I think I've done a coup once. Coup d'etat. Overthrow government and reset its control points. Yeah, and a 0% chance anyway. But I was like, I don't know, man. Okay, if Henrietta, if I showed you to control nation here, oh no, that's very low. Now, that might still be low, even with a big influence push on our side. But let's get it pretty high and then start doing repeated attempts. If we had an adjacent control point, it'd be a lot easier. But we'll just have to deal with this. So Minneapolis, we got some alien activity. And
For orders.
okay, a little protect is
Ready for
fine.
my mission.
Protect over here, I guess, is going to have to be okay. And how much control point per point do we need? 34, yeah, so that's fine. So we'll go, actually, we won't even go over our cap. We'll be just barely under it. So I think that's probably a decent target if there's nothing presenting itself in Europe right now, for example. I could go and put more points in espionage, but I think we can live without it. So again, we're going to go and focus on admin first. Everyone else is good there. I don't think there's a target. And again, some of these relationships may break if we get too much of a lead, right? There's going to be an envy mechanic that kicks in. It depends. Not all the factions will become envious of us. It depends on our natural agreement. Although I think Humanity First might get a little envious. I don't think they're like on a max, like super high number, but I think a little bit more envy towards us if we surpass them. But I think that'll still be a problem for a fair bit later. And yeah, it looks, I must just double check the wiki. It looks like finding out our victory condition, like if we did have it, it doesn't lead to like instant hate either. It just generates some amount of envy every tick that might eventually swing things the other way. But it really depends on, I think it's really going to depend on who it is. All right, folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.